Good evening. Here is the world news from BGI TV, Babaka Gide Imo TV. I am Mobire Rebila Lawal. First are the major headlines for the world news. Without Muslim presidential ticket, APC may not win in 2023, says Orji Kalu. Political actors are responsible for electoral violence, says Kuka. Femi Additional under fire for attacking Oyedepo over comments on Buhari. Wole Yunka's brother Femi dies at 85. Lagos tenants made love to neighbor of 16-year-old daughter, commits suicide. Rivers police nabbed man for alleged making love with 9-year-old niece. 2 shot dead, ex-commissioner kidnapped in Adamawa. And to the foreign story, lady killed by a Nigerian man in the US was a prostitute who robbed in. Finally, sport. No fighting spirits, improvement under Pesero. Nigeria's ex-coach criticizing Super Eagles except one player. Now the news in detail. The chief whip of the Senate, Senator Orji Kalu, has proposed a Muslim ticket as a critical factor for the All Progressive Congress, APC, to win the presidential election in 2023. He believes the ruling party may lose the election if it fails to go for the option of a Muslim presidential ticket, considering the present situation it has found itself. Senator Kalu made the remarks on Wednesday in an interview with journalists at the National Assembly Complex in Abuja, the national capital. If we don't play Muslim tickets, we are in trouble, he stated. It will be difficult to win the election because the only thing for Ahmed Tinubu today is to play Muslim. What is wrong with Muslim ticket? I don't see anything wrong. There is nothing wrong with the Christian ticket also. It depends on the condition.
If I am in Ahmed Bola Tinubu's situation, the wife is a senior pastor in a Pentecostal church, I will go Muslim ticket. The most important thing is for the party to win. It's not. We should stop all this rubbish about whether you put a Christian there. After all, if we win, already the wife is a pastor. They have been living for over 40, 50 something years together. I've known them this far. So why do you want to blame about? She's already like a deputy president. If I'm to say, I'm a Catholic. I'm saying my opinion. This is Orji Kalu's opinion. You cannot deny me my opinion. But you can also play Christian ticket, depending on the scenario. Because if we don't play Muslim, we're in trouble. We will not win it will be most difficult to win the election. Because the only thing left for Ahmed Tinubu today is to play Muslim.
Bishop Matthew Kuka has blamed political actors for electoral violence in the country, calling on them to play according to the rules. Speaking during an interview to Channels Television Sunrise Daily, he said efforts were ongoing to ensure that politicians are held responsible for only any violence that breaks out during elections. The problem has been some of the political actors in these processes, he said. They see the dangers that are posed by all these crises. INEC continues to wrestle with the problem of who is responsible. The security agencies tell you that we are here to just keep order. INEC does not have the capacity and is overwhelmed by court cases. As part of efforts to consolidate Nigeria's democracy, Kuka said the National Peace Committee is exploring options to improve the electoral processes. One of such measures is for political parties and their candidates to sign the peace accord early enough before the commencement of elections.
The National Peace Committee, General Abdul Salam, who normally leads us, it's unavoidably absent. But I'm here on behalf of the Peace Committee, and we do what we've always done, largely to support INEC and also to handhold and encourage the key actors, and then encourage our good people to ensure that only the living can benefit from the processes of democracy, and then to ensure that people play the game according to the rules. It's about the best we can do. So we're here largely to extend the good voices of Nigerians, and then to let the people of Ekiti know that Nigerians are solidly behind them, and the Peace Committee represents, the good people of Nigeria.
I know you may have responded to this question in different...
Special advisor to the president on media and publicity, Femi Adesina, is under fire for attacking Bishop David Oyedepo over his comments that President Muhammadu Buhari's government is the most corrupt in Nigeria's history. Oyedepo, presiding bishop, Living Faith Church Worldwide, and on Monday, said the Buhari's government is the most corrupt in Nigeria's history. What a fight against corruption. You were all deceived. You can't be in corruption and fight corruption. The most corrupt regime in the history of Nigeria. You heard of the Auditor General, 80 billion naira. All they need to get the universities up and running is less than 80 billion naira. Are they interested? Their children are not there. God has risen, and the land shall be liberated. The nation shall be rescued in the name of Jesus, he said. However, Adesina, in a tweet on Tuesday, said the bishop at Ota can't even get his facts right, blinded by hatred for PMB. He says Auditor General stole 80 billion naira. Pity he doesn't know the difference between Accountant General, only alleged, and Auditor General, like OBJ said long time ago. We should begin to ordain our own bishops. Reacting to Adesina's attack on Oyedepo on Twitter, Nigerians hit back at him, justifying Oyedepo's position that Buhari's government is corrupt. You are watching the world news from BGI TV. More to come from that story. On a sad note, we announced a brother to Wole Soyinka, the Nigerian Lobu Norek, Professor Yemi Soyinka, has died. Soyinka, a former provost of the College of Health Sciences of Obafemi Awolowo University, Ile-Ife, died on Tuesday at 85. According to a statement by his family, signed by his son, Ayodele, Soyinka died in the early hours of Tuesday, June 14, 2022, at his home in Kukumada village, Ibadan, Oyo State. Soyinka, who received a degree in medicine and surgery, MBC-8B, from the University of Edinburgh in 1964, worked in the academia for 30 years, holding various positions from Chief Medical Director to Dean of the Faculty of Health Sciences and Provost of the College of Health Sciences of Obafemi Awolowo Ile-Ife University, Nigeria. Born in 1937, Professor Femi Soyinka received a medical degree in medicine and surgery from University of Edinburgh in 1964 and Doctor of Medicine degree from the same university in 1965. He specialized and practiced as a dermatologist, venerologist, and allergologist at the University of Gießen, 1969. A man identified as Coyote has committed suicide after his neighbor's daughter accused him of raping her twice at their house in the Oja Amukoko area of Lagos State. Punch Metro gathered that the victim's mother, who had a stroke, was taken to the Ikorodu area for treatment. The suspect, who was put in care of a 16-year-old at home, was said to have taken advantage of her. Her father said she accused Coyote of making love to her twice, adding that he also seized her phone to prevent her from informing her family members. But suddenly she left her mother's place and came to my place on Ojo Road. She said she wanted to continue staying with me till her mother recovered. About 20 minutes after she came, Coyote also came to my place and started saying he knew my daughter's behavior better than I did. A man simply identified as Prey 39 has been arrested for allegedly making love to a 9-year-old niece for a period of 4 years in Ada George axis of Port Harcourt, River State. He was picked up on Sunday, June 13, and is currently being detained at the Ozoba Police Division, Obiakpo, local government area of the state. Speaking to newsmen in Port Harcourt, Mr. Boma Toti, an uncle to the girl, who is almost 13 years old now, said the suspect Prey had in December 2019 come to the house of his female lover but met her absent. Toti said the suspect took advantage of the situation and allegedly had the deed, niece who was 9 at the age. According to Toti, my immediate younger sister, who is 30 years, has a man friend that normally comes to the house to see her before this evil act was done. From that story, we'll go to the last national story before the foreign story. A former commissioner for housing and urban planning, engineer Babangida, was said to have been kidnapped in Adamawa State on Tuesday. It was learned that his abductors had surrounded his home situated at Bajabire village in Gire, local government area of the state, and shot him in the foot. The gunmen also reportedly killed 2 and injured several others before they abducted the former commissioner. A family member disclosed to Daily Trust that the kidnappers had demanded money from the family. What is worrisome is that during the last APC primaries, he escaped an attack by some persons who ended up smashing the windscreen of his car. The family member, who preferred to be anonymous, said. Confirming the incident, the police spokesman in the state, SP Suleiman Ngoroje, said they got the report. He added that measures were being taken to rescue the victim. From that story, we go straight to the foreign story. More indications have emerged concerning the circumstances leading to the alleged killing of a 26-year-old Jasmine James by a 22-year-old Nigerian man, Chidozie Amadi, in Houston, Texas. Afro Times had earlier reported that police arrested Amadi at the scene of the incident. In a statement, Houston police said witnesses told officers Amadi appeared to intentionally strike the victim with his vehicle as she walked on the sidewalk, causing the vehicle to flip over. Amadi was then seen striking the victim in the head with a metal object. Unconfirmed report says James was a sex worker and Amadi was a client. It was said the teens went awry between the duo when James allegedly stole a yet-to-be-identified object from him and made away with it. And finally, sports story. Godwin Ezelian, ex-coach of Super Falcons, said the Super Eagles were yet to improve in their playing pattern under the new coach, Jose Peseiro. Ezelian, who spoke to the news agency of Nigeria on Wednesday in Calabar, noted that a 10-0 mauling of Sao Tome and Principe in 2023 AFCON qualifier in Morocco did not translate to the fact that the team had arrived. Ezelian, who signed and singled out Victor Osimhen, decried the lack of creativity in the midfield, adding that the team continued to lack fighting spirit and exhibit the lukewarm attitude in their play. He said his assessment was based on the matches played under Peseiro. According to him, I am yet to see anything new. It's still the same old pattern of play. Lukewarm attitude towards games should be changed. The basic fact is that we are still not playing as a team. That individual play is still very much visible in our games. That was the world news from BGI TV. But before we go, a quick recap of major headlines. Without Muslim presidential ticket, APC may not win in 2023, says Oji Kalu. Political actors are responsible for electoral violence, says Kuka. We also brought to you Femi Adesina under fire for attacking Oyedepo over comments on Buhari. And finally, sports. No fighting spirits, improvements on the Peseiro. Nigeria's ex-coach criticized Super Eagles, exempt 1 player. For more updates on our YouTube channel, the handle is Baba Bagede Imo TV. Kindly subscribe and click on the notification bell to have access to all of our broadcasts. On Facebook, Bagede Imo with Alawiye Adebayo. Please like and follow the page. On Instagram, Bagede Imo _22. And for advert placement of the goods and services, coverage of events and function, please call the phone number streaming on your screen. Thank you for watching. I am Morire Rebila Lawa. Good evening.
Oh, na, na, na. If you want to know what's going on in city, or you want to listen to the latest news and gist, no stress, oh, just tune to be